Hello guys and welcome everyone to today's edition of Redemption Racing. Guys, we are trying to be, well, back on the winning road, so to say. We are about to run another time in the Sebring race with the Ferrari hypercar. I would have loved to say that I have improved the car. In reality, I have not. Because simply, I didn't really have the time to go for any further clicks, to go through any further improvements. So what I'm going to do now is I am simply just trying to come back at it. Hopefully having a better run. Hopefully getting a couple of minor clicks in. And then we'll take it from there. See what the car is actually doing for us. I'm having not too much, and I really want to say not too much hope that we are going to have a much better car, but we'll see. We'll go from here. So I'm doing a couple of clicky boys still. I'm gonna take a different gearing today. And additionally, we are going to try a bit better suspension here. Let's see how that does it. Right, sorry for the long intro, sorry for the long wait. We have 20 minutes. Oh, I have a stationary car here. I think track might still be slightly wet. So that is a good practice. Because remember, it will rain during the practice, then it will get drier and drier and drier. And that actually makes me afraid that the clicky boys I'm going to do now are more or less pointless anyway. Let's see how this goes. Now coming out of pit roads. Dealing our final clicks there with our dash. Amazing. Here we go. Where grip. You see that track is completely green and actually still a bit wet. Or like, not still a bit wet. I mean, it's obvious that it is wet, but you can't see the wetness really. It's just when you go below the bridges, or you see here a little bit of reflections of the curb. So they are looking not too colorful, more like white and gray. Just a clear indication for the fact that they are likely to be wet. And then it's those bridges here where you see big dry patches. So let's see in those conditions if we even can be quick, if we even be able to put some temperature into the tires. Detro Zero, hey buddy, how you doing? Jankish, Meryl, how you guys doing? Thank you for joining. Locking the rear. Love locking the rear, do we? I mean, this is perfectly easy for the fuel saving that we need to do in the race. I don't know either, Jankish. I don't know either for you. I guess if you have done the race on Friday and felt fine in the GTE, I would go with that again. If you did the race in the hypercar, I'd go with the hypercar anyway. Hey Ultimon, how are you? Thank you for joining. Man, that dry patch underneath the bridge in Sunset is pretty dangerous. Because it will pull you around on the front first when you are like fully loaded on it. And then it might easily unsettle you. As the rear is obviously still on the wet and gets massive rotation kick. Difficult decision. I get that. I totally get that, mate. And for me, you see, I am way too careful. As those tire temperatures literally they do not calm up. Hey Bonnie. Bonnie Diaz, how you doing? Thank you for joining. I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. How about you? I want too much battery clipping. Well, that's the ARB stiffness. P11 is 4 clicks softer than P15. At least in a car where it is like this numerous ARB settings. But Jenkins, you have raced hypercars a lot already, haven't you? Or am I wrong? I thought I raced you a couple of times already in that class. Okay, 58.3. For whatever reason, the top left display only just changed now. So, and I wonder if the track's getting significantly more dry now, or whether it is just my tire temperature coming up a little bit. Well, Jenkish, what kind of class are you enjoying more driving wise? That was too late, as it is too wet still. Service starts in 15 minutes, and yeah, to be completely honest with you guys, I'm just gonna stick with the setup that I ran on Friday. It is utterly pointless to start changing a lot here. Because as you can see, by the time you can't really say whether the car's getting better, the driver's getting better, or the performance is getting better. Yeah, Bill, in that practice session you see a few Ferraris, absolutely. We're gonna see how that will develop into the race then. I think I saw Jules Neal being signed up with a caddy. You enjoy the GTE more? Well, then you can stay in the GTE. You obviously don't need to run in the hypercars. I mean, I appreciate it, but if you feel more comfy in the GTE, just go with them. I would do the same. Hi Marshall, good evening, how you doing, bro? Thank you for joining us. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the GT3 release for sure. Come on. I thought I had to brake even earlier now for this triangle chicane. What a slide into final turn. You see the tires now finally coming up alive a little bit. At least the surface temperature, we got them at 65 degrees. So it's not like that the medium is at a temperature where it likes operating. Not at all, but slowly but surely you feel it coming alive. And it really takes step by step for it to heat up here. Ian, you believe the GT3s will be a game changer? Have you have you played the game beforehand, or are you still sitting on the fence? Hey, Libby. I mean, it is great that James Baldwin is indicating that the car feels much like real life and really considers it. Did he even say best version or one of the best versions? I can't remember. If it was best version of 720 as he has raced in the world of Simracing. That, I think, from James Baldwin, who's not only a real life driver with a McLaren but also has plenty of iRacing experience. I think that in itself is a huge proof of quality for the work of Studio 397 and MSG here. So I'm looking forward to see how the GT3s are driving. Mass is like a FT3, like a GT3, you mean? Not sure what about LMP2, but you need to be aware that I think LMP2s are extremely difficult to drive around here. I think. I'm not even sure if I think I did a couple of beginner races in LMP2 here, or like intermediate races fixed. That wasn't really a pleasant ride if I remember correctly. Very bumpy, shaky, unstable and so on. Guys, I have a question for Twitch people. How on earth is it possible that the system keeps jumping back to iRacing indicated stream every 5 minutes? Like, I have changed the category to Le Mans Ultimate, but it keeps jumping back to iRacing. I've noticed this a couple of times lately, and I'm very confused. Davito, you mean the menu? Or you mean like the actually in-game UI? On Thursday it still had the UI that I know for 15 years. Tire still at 65. I think from here on it's really just the track getting more and more dry, as we now have a couple of people on the server doing laps. There's so little grip, like you have to be so careful and so precise. Track is dump in the meanwhile. And fronts should be coming up to temperature shortly now, after that massive lockup. For an 80-minute race, I consider the medium to be sufficient for 80 minutes. I think you need to have a tire swap. Obviously depends on how you're treating them. Okay, let me finish that lap and then try and quickly fix that stream description. It is annoying, like why does it keep saying iRacing despite I name it Le Mans Ultimate? This makes no stupid sense whatsoever. Can you guys press F5 on Twitch maybe? Just to see. No, it says Le Mans Ultimate, but again, for me it makes absolutely no sense. How can you clip the wall so stupidly? Yes, Bill, they get even more slippery, I agree with you. But I still don't think that you have a tire advantage that is worth over the full race. I mean, I might be wrong. I think for 80 minutes, one set of tires just is sufficient. Okay, great, Davito, thank you for checking. Yeah, I changed it because obviously I don't want to be misleading saying we're doing iRacing here and then we have Le Mans Ultimate. It would be wrong. And as much as clickbait is considered fine to an extent, yeah. I don't want to have it saying iRacing when I'm not on iRacing, as you can imagine. Okay, I'm gonna go with one more lap. Draw a bit more temperature into the tires. This is the most commentator's curse that you can have, saying, I brought the tires a bit more temperature and then lose it because of cold tire temperature, right? Got to love it. I got such a pain in the neck though. Okay. More checks on the setup then, please. All right. Five. And then I think we just go for the main lobby as we're coming into the race. Polezny, Sapla, Fedorchenko. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Tahameli. I haven't seen him in a while. Good to see him back. Papajordi. Jenkish. Oh, that is hell of a top split. Fantozzi. That will be interesting. That will be a very interesting race, not gonna lie. There is at least 4 people that can go for a win. 1, 2, 3. If he gets it right, 4, 5. If he gets it right, 6. And from sheer pace, that is number 7. And Fantozzi, I think out of the guys that needs to get it right, he needs to be a little bit more on top of his game. And then Jerome, he might be the unlucky one getting into the top split. Is there an LMP somewhere? There is one. Alain Bonifoy. There's another one. Matt Welly. Those are the only ones, right? Richard Soul, 3. Well, they're gonna sit in our split, right? Karma Koma, hello, Bo. How you doing? Tires 30 seconds for change on second stop. I don't know. If anything, I would change them on the first pit stop. Braincracker, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Good evening, MD. Hey, Mark. Last race was cinema. Let me know what you mean. You mean that was the actually top split race tonight? Let me grab some agua. All night. Agua is there. Drivers are there. Mitchie is here. Setup is here as well. And we just need a drive, right? Ow. You changed for the last stint. So, Mark, question to you. Did you pit lap 30 or lap 28? Hey Rob, how you doing? Thank you for joining. I hear you, Tristan. came in 1 lap early at the end? Like you had to come for a splash? I assume you ran 15, 14, 15 on the strategy, or like I assume you did it in a 2-stop, right? Yeah, I don't know. Like personally, I would probably, if I would change tires, I would change them on the first stop. But I wanted to do it no driver swap whatsoever. No tire swap whatsoever. Sorry. Wrong scene. Mark, what do you mean lower grip and lower temp? More grip and lower temps? Yeah, so hence my idea, if any, I would change the tires on the first pit stop. But again, I'm not even sure if that is a smart thing to do. If I remember correctly, Aurelian Brew has not changed any tires at all on Friday. Yeah, if you have the track position really, then I don't see a reason why you shouldn't change the tires. Makes total sense. What the hell has happened then? What lap times was he running in the race? I mean, I know that he's not a slow driver. I think he is over-aggressive. Certainly not slow. But we'll see on that. Mid to high 48s with all the fuel saving, right? Can't remember what I did, but I think it was around the same. It's such a pity though, like it's so depending on how much rain there is in that open practice. Which in our case, as you can see, isn't even that much. Still have that stupid pain on the chest. Annoying. Alright guys, we know it. It is the last lap that's going to count big time here. Sure why that came up in the first place, but whatever. Guys, 10-minute qualifying. You say I should have this in the back. Depending on how much we have it in the back, I might do a last to first challenge though. Will we still have it in the back? Question. Well, let's see. Let's do a good qualifying first. Remember last time I threw it away on the last lap, which was the most important one, but we'll see how it goes today. Adam, I'm mainly just sending it. Like, no, oversending it, but like just go considerably quick. What do you mean trolling? Have a random crash? Or like just drive careless? I like doing that, you know that. Not careless, but I like doing mistakes and then blame other circumstances. Or sometimes at least. Yeah, the final corner was also where we got killed from Aurelian on Friday. I don't say it wasn't intentional, but like he made an over-aggressive move and we had no chance surviving. Right, on the first lap I'm gonna do this just to get a couple of more degrees temperature in. And from here on it's just laps, 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 drive, drive, drive. I think that first sector was considerably bad. Not even sure how much time has they played it there. But stay half a second. Oh, tyre's still at 65. Yeah, I need more temperature. I'm gonna weave this by as well. Then we see if we can do a clean lap. Aurelian, I'm expecting 44 laps. Was it just 43 on Friday? Clip the wall. Stupid. Ran wide here again. Okay, so it was 43, interesting. No, at all times I expected it to be 44. Mark, how much laps did you do in your race? So, puts us provisional pole for the moment. And since I screwed this one up now, I'm apparently a bit short on fuel. But the bigger problem I'm having, besides time, is the tire temp. just can't have it to, like, fail again. The first time I'm going good into 2. Shorty swears 47.7. Purple sector 1, let's go. And I need that final lap in terms of fuel and performance, you know. That is a good lap. Might not be enough though. You know what's the fun part? I'm too short on fuel. The fact that this is still on course of a PB is ridiculous. Fedorchenko can still fend me off from pole. Sapla done, but what? Kindly slightly behind. Out of fuel. Did I? I did defend pole by 2,000 because of 2000s. Oh. Yeah. Oof. I knew I needed this lap. Perfectly managed. Hard compromise though. Anyway, P break and 9. He said the Ferrari is shit. Sorry guys. Needed the painkiller. I am I'm on the right. Ferrari front row, and then Toyota, then a Porsche. Good fun. Thank you, Kevin. So guys, welcome everyone to 80-minute race here on Sebring. Hope you will enjoy it, and if you enjoy the streaming guys, if you love Le Mans Ultimate and sim racing that we do here, please become a follower on Twitch, subscribers on the YouTube channel. Would absolutely appreciate this. So, coming to the green. Anton Serikidenko, thank you very much for your sub on the YouTube channel. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. I think that this was an over-aggressive send, but whatever. All we need to do is stay where we are. The rest will sort itself at some point. Gordy swears in the Toyota in third. Yeah. I mean, we've seen this before, right? But you know, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Or sings? Not sings. Sings. Whatever. Guys, we're sitting in a good spot here. I am more worried from a dive from behind right now, rather than on Fedorchenko pulling away from us. I just need to stay close, can sit in the draft, can put him into a mistake, all these things. What has happened to Polezny? Has he had a bad start? Be a Dino, thank you very much for your Prime subscription on the Twitch channel, man. Much appreciated. Who is saving the fuel and who is not? Jack, what do you mean weeklies get no love? I am quite scared by that Toyota coming close every braking zone, not gonna lie. It's proper management. Too close to the car ahead and I can't be efficient. Too early on the lift and I get dive bombed. Let me rephrase this. We're not getting dive bombed, but we're gonna get looked at into. As you've just seen it right here. This is a very, very tricky balancing act right now. Arguably, the Toyota in Swiss doesn't have the straight line speed, which you can see clearly on every straight we're doing. Which, in hindsight, means we can afford losing the position. But on the other hand, though, if we fall in behind and get stuck for whatever reason, Fedorchenko might be running away. And if he's then sitting on the same strat as I do, then I'm in serious trouble. Here's what I'm trying to do here. That close though. It's a bit of a effed up situation because I don't want to do a move because I feel like I'll get the door smashed on. Then there is contact. We've seen the things happening in Sunset on Friday. Fedorchenko is saving the same amount as I'm saving here. I'll just let it happen now. We've lost track position for the moment. The good news is I'll let these guys have it a little bit. So Jordy is sending it here as well. Touchy. Everyone is unsettled. Top 4 sitting in 1.5 seconds. Polezny is coming back at us, which is why this entire fighting shenanigan here is suboptimal to say the least. But so far so fine. I would be surprised if Geordie is able to save the same amount of fuel that we are saving here. I'm also not quite sure what Melly is doing in terms of strategy. All I know is sorry, my mind froze for a moment as I had to make a split-second decision. All I know is that Melly made a small mistake now. Geordie was pushing hard trying to get into the lead here. Let me see, we have now finished 5 laps. Fuel is sufficient for another 10.3. So we are ahead of our target, which is great. Swears is back in 3rd, which is not too bad either. And you guys probably can see the point where I'm not trying to lead, despite I probably could here. Hey Maeve, how you doing? Should be 43 laps, you sure? Not 44? I mean, I know we're gonna lose a significant amount of time with pit stops and all that. And I think at this stage it's also smarter to not take fresh tires. But I'm not sure. Me, I'm doing good, I'm doing alright. How have you been lately? Apart from busy. Lucas, that can't be right. It would have been at least 43. Remember, I finished 1.5 laps down because I had 2.5 minutes repair time. Hence the 43 laps. What lap times we're doing anyway, mid 48s. Can't remember what I did in average on Friday. Jack, no. I got it on the main screen. You can see it right now as well. Or why are you referring to a fuel calculator on another screen? I have the same pace. I mean, honestly, 43 laps would completely change things around. You can see the fuel down here. Probably it's not visible for you enough. Hey Sky, how you doing? Oh no, I don't have a race lap app fuel calculator for the more ultimate on. Yeah, I'm trusting my own stuff. Because, you know, that consumption that's been down here being done by the game is obviously accurate as it's being done by the game itself. And the rest is like something also Racelab app can't really say automatically. Skyruth, yes, I think so right now. We're still looking good for P1. We are just taking the opportunity of a draft. Hey Adrenaluke, how you doing? Thank you so much for liking the stream, bro. So here comes the traffic now. Which means we need to stay a bit more alert and also be ready to spend the extra litter if necessary. This is quite F. Oh, guys. I cannot leave you more space. Not gonna lie, the worst part of that situation is the fact that Poleshny is now sitting ahead of us. I'm fearing his pace. You got to be kidding me, right? I had nowhere to go. Okay, down to 6th. And the race has taken a dramatic shift to the worse now. I'm once again sitting here with damage on the car. And more importantly, I'm sitting now in a pool of drivers that have no sense of fuel saving here. Badly anticipated a GTE here from my end. God damn it. Okay, gap to the leader 7 seconds. we're still on target with everything else. Again, my only concern is that I'm a couple of seconds down on track position here. But even that is fixable. Well, at least I have a repair all on the car, so it is certainly not in great shape. Yes, exactly, still 1 hour to go. I think I've done everything I could so far. I avoided a bong on the inside while I was dived with 2 people at the same time. With a magic reaction on the car, and then I dodged Polezny spinning around. Which wasn't a nice to see thing either. And for that, I think the amount of damage we carry on the car is overseeable. But we'll have to look on the delta. How much are we losing? I think we don't have too much additional drag from the car shape. So that is good in a way. The problem is Fedorchenko is on the same strategy as me, for sure. The good news is that I should generally be able to run faster than him, despite the strategy. Sorry, Jankish, but I need to go for that move now. I will not change tires at all. If I change tires now, I am out of the roof. I don't think I'm able to regain 18 seconds in the leads, despite a fresh set of tires. Also, I'm rather interested in track position right now. Like I'm too far down literally already. Right. Do I see us gaining there on the front pack? That's amazing news. Yeah, guys, if you appreciate the race so far, if you love the tragic, the drama and everything, then please consider giving this Twitch stream a follow, subscribe us on the YouTube channel, ring the bell, and most importantly also, guys, give the stream a like. And at this stage, we can talk about making it a highlight video, because hell yeah, those first 25 minutes have been way too eventful. I don't know what this channel is for. This is for sim racing and I'm doing good. How about you? So I have 2 more laps on fuel to go. We have Melly in the pit, out of the race. Swears in the pit, also out of the race. Sapla and Fedorchenko are still a threat. regarding the strategy. But then I see that either Fedorchenko has now magically found the fuel saving button or the fuel saving requirement, as we gain another 2 seconds. Was there RG Bargy? Have they done some touchy stuff? Maybe he has indeed done the mistakes, but them losing time is playing into our hands at this stage, 100%. I am completely fine with myself. Like, I have avoiding action. I have foreseen the things coming, and I have reacted in the best way possible to it, at least from my current perception of things. Obviously, if you get dive bombed with 2 cars on the inside from 1.5 car length back into turn 10, there's hardly anything that you could do apart from just straight away running out of the track and not even try and keeping the car on the road. But of course, we have tried doing that. Now it's going to be interesting. So, lap 14, who is in? Neither of the guys is in, so Xapla is a threat. So is Fedorchenko. The good news is I will have 0.6 liters and percent of fuel and energy remaining when we come to the pit, which in hindsight should give us a shorter stationary time of 1 second, which also means if we're closer than 1 second to Adam, we should jump him in the pits. I'll happily take those track limits. It's half of a point because it is more vital to stay close now. Driver problem for the 2 Toyotas that have boxed in lap 13, Yanni. Okay, no change, do not repair, full fuel, let's go. For a moment I thought he was gonna rejoin. I shat myself already. Traffic in an absolutely depreciated way now. Certainly gonna jump the Toyota. Hey Pavel. No worries. That's what we're here for. A lot of people will be unhappy with that entry apart from me. But I appreciate your thoughts, Yanni. I will be much more happy passing Xapla though. Unless I went super unlucky with a refuel nozzle time though. Unsafe release! Oh. Anyway. We're back in business. Absolutely, the race is on. Piston spinala. Oh, yeah. The rear is lit. Okay, so obviously we have lost track position to those both Toyotas ahead. Again, though, I am close to 100% certain that they won't make it without an extra stop in the end. So we're sitting in a perfectly desirable position now. You can feel a Bohemian soul. I mean, from 6/10 back you shouldn't be able to send it, and then in hindsight, with the same fuel mileage, we've closed the gap in the final stages of the stint. So in my inner mind, I think we should be fine. Huh? Which penalty? I don't have a penalty from the game, though. I have been behind the pit entry line, I have been on the cone. I think I've done 2 or 3 breaches on my way to the pits. Hard to say, Yanni, but if there was an occasion, then they should have been awarded there. I need to be just a tad closer. I'm sitting in the draft. Oh boy, we're closing in on Geordie. Oh my god. I didn't know what kind of car was standing there, whether it was rolling, whether it was like keeping the brakes locked, whether it was behaving according to the book or not. I wonder if Geordie is now saving the fuel? Is he significantly slower than Melly at the front now, and they were running together all the time? Thank you, MD. Appreciate it. What I have seen so often from Fedorchenko is poor traffic management. Like there he loses exponentially time. To remind you of what? Sesh, I'm not going for the splash in the end. I'm trying to avoid it with everything I can. This end of lap 18. So 3 laps after the stop. Fuel is sufficient for actually 13. I would go for 16 laps here at the current fuel save, but that is way too slow, so I want to make use of that energy available. Yeah, I need a lap to adjust myself here. Get the temperature in the tires and get rolling. The only thing that's not allowed to happen is Mali is not allowed to gain over 20 to 25 seconds over us in the next 2 stints. Yeah, it's at 8.8. So I need to have that in mind too. Yeah. I haven't quite fixed the setup from Friday. So I'm a bit stuck here, but whatever. I'm still debating with my inner mind whether I should send it on LXA or whether I just tuck him behind and let the refuel time do its magic. Just like we did with Xapla. Because actually I don't want to risk a pass, you know. I may have to risk it still if it's insufficient after the next pit stop. And I need you guys a little bit on help regarding the laps remaining after our next pit stop. Redwin, yes. For me and for Alexa, yes. I think for the cars in first and second, not. They have to do 2 stops. Unless they can magically start saving 15 laps now. But for that, the pace they are doing is way too quick. So I assume they will come for a 5-second splash, including a drive-through that's like 25-second margin. Get to the lead is 9.5. Front. Where are you at? traffic inbound. Then I'll get confused. I've done 21 laps. I haven't oversaved, have I? I was just on for 15 laps. Hang on a minute, I made a mistake here. Back to fuel saving mode. Yeah, 9 laps from here on. Or 15, 15, and then hopefully 13, and then the 13 one we can send it. But we need to get everything else right beforehand. So plan would still be to close up to LXA, sit stronger in the draft. And we get the LMP2 on the run to a high-speed chicken. I think that will be quite important. Alexa is starting to do his mistakes. Oh boy. I mean, yeah, he is racing against himself, and him again. I would probably stopped as well. There's anything you take in that situation at no risk. You take a little bit of draft, thankfully. And I feel we need it though. Like the delta timer at the top is going a bit up on the straights, which to me means we haven't got the minimum drag that we used to have. But that's fine. Again, it ain't over till the fat lady sings. So we keep doing our stuff. We try to intimidate Guy ahead a little bit. We're trying to profit a bit from the draft. Gap to the lead is 10 seconds. Again, the good news will be no matter what, in the last stint, at maximum it's 14 instead of 15 laps, which is decreasing the fuel target or the energy target a lot more. Then if everyone else is about right, we not only have 44 laps to go in total, but 43. And that would free up another lap on our economy, which means, effectively, if we get this right now, we can run flat out to the end. We're on a very good fuel target here. Yeah, don't worry, you'll get some kind of flat out driving. It's just with the car being damaged and not 100% in balance, that is also going to be a bit of a risk. But remember, we need to manage the gap to the lead. The good news is we're slightly gapping Xabla. I need to see when Polezny has pitted. Because I think Polezny, he lost a little bit more time to us now, but Polezny was also in lap 15, so as I said before the spin, Polezny was on the same strat. Effectively, he was a threat for us in regards to track position, because, you know, like, Wojciech Polezny is an extremely experienced esport driver, so he knows exactly what to do. So is Jordi. Hence I'm a bit surprised that Jordi isn't cooking the coffee here. I'm going for a flat out push strat. But I guess he has not had too much Le Mans Ultimate driving yet. He will find out. I appreciate a bit of management races because they are not as stressful. Those hypercars, you need to run them on the razor split to be quick. And when you are able to do a little bit of management, hitting that razor blade more consistently, as in hitting the apex, semi-throttling the exit, having the car in check, having a good straight out balance, it's just much easier. And here I just, you know, basically need to wait how the traffic is once again screwing up Alexei. And I can save an extra tenth of fuel here without having to push crazy quick, crazy hard. And that will benefit us on the final pit stop, you'll see. Additionally, with saving the fuel and not taking it like full send everywhere, your tires will last much longer, which is another benefit of the situation here. I want to be safe on fuel than to take too short, especially when we're going more and flat out. Since we cannot use as much battery as we're doing right now, which is going to increase the fuel burn rate of the ICE. ICE stands for internal combustion engine, if you guys are wondering. So Swears is in, lap 26, so is Mali. They have to do a splash, whenever. Well, we are still good for another 4 laps at least. Burn. Yeah, no, you mean I'm pressing it too often? If I was my wheel, the clutch button or the clutch axle pedal is the poor guy here. At least for today. So I think we haven't let a single lap in that race so far. I'm like smashing it, you know. Every time I'm getting on it, it's like full press. Nah, jokes. I've been pressing it decisive but not aggressive. And if you guys appreciate the content, if you love the racing, then please consider becoming a follower on Twitch, subscribers on the YouTube channel, if you haven't done already. As we are trying to go for the win here. Again, my inner mind is torn between making a move, trying to do it on the track. But I feel this is the unsave option. Whereas the save option, also considering the gap we have to Teha Meli, who is effectively in the net lead for the moment, is sufficient enough to take it easy here, spend a little bit of time. Oh boy, Yanni. That quickly becomes a pattern, huh? And then guys, if you haven't checked out Yanni's sim yet, go to his channel and do so, give him a sub. The guy is insanely quick, we know him. We know him very well. It was actually a shame that he's missing in that race today. But, if you guys want to see just as good driving, a lot more talking therapy, then head over to Yanni's sim, give him a sub and a follow. Alright, 2 to go. 1-2 box. This time I can't save too much fuel into sunset. I have to clear the GT. Yeah, just one LMP2 here, sadly. And here I need to go full send as well. To make a safe pass before turn 1. And then, as it is lap 29, we have 2.1 liters remaining, 2.1 laps worth of energy. I should start creating, well, not creating a gap, right? I'm gonna take full fuel no matter what. Or full virtual energy. I'm just gonna send it, burn it. Ah, yeah, okay, copy. Copy. Very poor. I actually think about underfueling just a tiny little bit. Because 14 laps is going to be easily done anyway. Gotta do it here. So I'm taking minus 4%. As we need to pit this lap, so In this lap, it's absolutely vital to stay in this range. Hey, Ellie. Yeah, it is towards the end of the race. Alexei likes to do a mistake. Luca, what do you mean I have race laps in spying mode? Ah, Ellie, you need to restart the game sometimes. It happens. It spools up for whatever reason and fetches the wrong guy's data. You need to restart the game to fix that. Alright, box. Someone spat into a pit road and wasn't me. Anyway, guys, gap is 4/10. That should be sufficient for us to do a move here. 38 seconds on virtual energy. Coming in with Xopla again. Pit battle indeed in the freezer, absolutely. Ryan, to be honest, I hope so. And I'm convinced that the community pressure will be huge enough for Studio 397 to implement the paint trade system or whatever. Okay, we've under-fueled by 4%. That gives us both the margin to push and also the margin to react on an extra lap if necessary. Here comes Xapla. There comes Fedorchenko. Ah. So someone refueled even less than me. Hey, we have to do it on the track. Question to me is whether Fedorchenko has the penalty or rather not. Either way though. First outlap, we have to take it easy because of the cold tires indeed. And then we're gonna go for it. But we're not straight away going for it, because we're taking the time to estimate the laps remaining. Aye. Oh, those tires a bit down. With both temperature and rubber. Anyway, I am convinced that I have more fuel and more energy in the car, therefore having more potential to push and eventually go for a move here. It will be dangerous though. Anyway, we got the calc ready. Gonna be 20 minutes or something. Yeah, Fedorchenko is saving. I think he needs to save. I'm pretty sure he took fuel for 13 or 14 laps on the same push level than before. That's all fine. Maybe able to do the move here on the exits. We can get a bit more momentum. Anyway. So this race is that plus 26 divided by 108. think that is what we're doing right now. That is 12 laps to go. So we can go flat out from here. Again, we can go flat out, more or less. Pedrochenko, I think, needs to save the fuel. Remember, Telly and Geordie, they need to box again for a splash. So this battle here is for the win. Likely, Yanni. I don't know. Obviously, we don't get a confirmation of penalties or anything, even if they occur. We're gonna hunt him down. Ah, that dirty air though. LA, that was a joke. There is no spying mode on the Race Lab app. Yeah, so far so nice, absolutely. I don't have the traction, and that could be the damage from from the beginning of the race, you know. Yeah, and it actually appears to be the case that he got away with it. Without any penalty. I can't get the momentum on the exits. But I think what I'm doing, oh my god, what I'm doing the most right now, because I'm pushing, is a trail brake into the turns, which gets this infamous understeer on the car. So as soon as I start removing that, the braking just a tad earlier, and then rotate freely. And here you go. This was the craziest shit I ever did in that corner. Shit. At least this time we're sitting on the inside. I feared that bump. Oh. This is not over yet though. Remember that one? Now we're good. I don't want to know how close it was from a contact and sunset. I completely lost the car over the bump. Thank you, Shiny. That is the esports stuff, right? Need to stay sharp, need to stay committed, need to absolutely know what to do. And also you need to know what you're doing, because if it goes wrong, you only have a split second to react and fix it. My front tires aren't considerably well either, but I care about a gap now and then care about the fuel later. I've pushed significant amount of laps. And I have a little less than 6 liters or 6 laps worth of fuel left to go. Which at this stage is not sufficient. Yeah, props to him, to be honest. Keeping it nice and steady. That was a great battle indeed. Yeah guys, if you appreciate this kind of racing, if you love the sim racing stuff and Le Mans Ultimate that we do, then please become a follower on Twitch, subscribers on the YouTube channel, and if you think the battle deserves a like, then please hit the like button on the YouTube stream. This is not entirely done yet, like, we're roughly 8/10 ahead now. But you see, traffic is around the corner. Traffic can always spice things up. Intercept Predator, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Innocent Predator. Sorry for butchering your name. And if you guys have missed it, perhaps yesterday I released a video about my personal thought and views on the future in Le Mans Ultimate. The LM GT3 content that is about to drop together with a couple of new features and updates. If you're curious about them, find out on my YouTube channel, and of course if you don't want to miss anything further of that, hit the subscription button, ring the bell, receive notifications each and every time we go live or release a video. So we are going to do on next Saturday, I will release a video about fuel saving. That applies on R-Factor 2, on Le Mans Ultimate, on a hypercar, on a GTE, on literally every car that uses standard combustion fuel. So if you don't want to miss out on that, hit the sub button, ring the bell, and beyond that, as we are hopefully now not having a screw up in our maths regarding the strategy, I would assume guys had to pit this lap at the very latest. And then we should take the lead. If they are not pitting, then I'm bamboozled. Maybe they're gonna extend one more lap. But Geordie is in. Kelly is in as well. It just doesn't say pit there. But they are both in as the gap's coming down, and we're taking over the lead here. Melly has DNF'd for whatever reason. To the further program, guys. Tomorrow we will go on Assetto Corsa Competizione Mercedes AMG Virtual Championship. Final practice for Spa. Spa-Francorchamps. We're gonna do certain open lobby races for our testing purposes. Tuesday, you guys can enjoy my live reaction to this week's published Le Mans Ultimate clips. Rear, stay with me. That will be posted on Tuesday, 8 PM. And then last but not least, Wednesday, the actual race on the Assetto Corsa Competizione with the Mercedes. Final rounds of the virtual championship. What's going on with the car now? Have we hit a cliff on the tires, or... Like, I'm suddenly struggling for balance. Missing every other braking and turning point. I mean, I see Fedorchenko is trying hard to do the same. Maybe it was just a question of focus as well, though. Big Zoid is still early access. For whatever reason, completely out of rhythm here. And effectively, I'm also a bit short on fuel still. But that is a perfect combination to go back a little bit into the save and sound mode. This is a big weakness point that I have lately. If I have been fuel saving 60, 70, 80% of the race, I just can't flick the switch at the minute. To go full push mode. I'm braking slightly too late and releasing the brake too late as well. You mean I'm rotating too much on the steering wheel, Yanni? Pushing through the understeer. Let me try and adapt that. Oh, we're only missing a couple of seconds for 44 laps indeed. Space Dust, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh boy. I'm doing really BS right now. And I'm desperately trying to flip the switch here, but I can't. Just need to keep my hat together now. Remember when I did that race 2 weeks ago in Bahrain and told you it is so much easier to follow in a dirty air and put out the pressure rather than running away being under the pressure? This is literally exactly what's happening right now. The blue line is the clutch. No. Slightly over pushing. Final corners to go. 2% virtual energy, 0.3. I don't like this. This is way too tight. Certainly don't want to see a penalty for overusing virtual energy. 0.876. We're done it. Yes, boys. Pig Show, thank you very much for your sub on the YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. We're gonna have a quick look into the replay file here for the bad laps that we had. That was simply because we had to take avoiding action. And guys, if you appreciate the win, if you love the content, if you enjoyed the stream so far, please have a follow and Twitch subscribers on the YouTube channel as we are running into the replay. First of all, standings, timing. I need to look up the lap when it happened. Lap 9, that is. Actually, let's go to lap 10. No, let's go to lap 9. So, now there I'm already a lap position behind. Here we go. So, we have been sitting in second position here, and this is what started at first. I'm gonna remove the standings because they are just irritating. So, I quickly go back once more. Here we had the pleasant situation. We were saving fuel. Remember that both Toyotas did not save fuel. I made a mistake here, literally, which allowed the pass for Geordie there in the first place. I think that was Geordie, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So, then comes the fun part. Nuclear, the two guys in front of the last minute's crash, they had to pit again. So what I then did is I ever so slightly sneaked into the inside here, and now the tragedy unfolded. Remember about the double dive bomb that we suffered? Yes, Sharona won. I couldn't take more avoiding action. Like, even from my cockpit view, if you just look in the mirror, I went so much straight. And literally just held on. That was a nice chain reaction. Then Polezny came through. I could keep that position. So far I wasn't too concerned yet. But then the big tragedy happened, and I actually need to see how that... Yeah, no, absolutely. I need to see what Polezny did here. Did he simply lose it? Oh no, he made touchy. He locked the brakes. Oh. Yeah, but I couldn't avoid the wall. My problem was though, and you will see this from here, at this point, from the cockpit view, and probably I'm gonna quickly go into the big screen, as you guys will see better. At this moment, it is more unlikely for him going to the left instead of like further spinning to the right. So I committed myself to the outside lane, which in hindsight here was a bad call. But then you see that is Jordy Swears behind. He didn't know what to do either. His initial reaction was also to go to the left. However, he had the split second more to decide, and I had to decide around... Where's my car? Here. It's like, I had to decide around here what to do. Arguably, I should have... But then, you know, I have Jordy Swears coming as well. So I can't just turn on the inside, otherwise I get rear-ended. So I go for the left. Here I go straight, because what I'm anticipating is him coming rearwards. So I'm like, I need to go straight. I just need to go straight in order to avoid his tank slapper that would be coming from the front. And then obviously that little bit of blocking and going straight meant I couldn't avoid the wall. But thankfully I only crashed with like 80 kph into it. But again, and here I'm coming back to the closer view. And hope that this worked now. There was a margin of like 20 centimeters that I could have turned in earlier. Neither of that would be sufficient for not hitting the wall. But you're gonna see a bit more better from the top view. Ah, damn it. It is this moment where I goes right for a split second. You see, I turn. Here then I decide to go, well, I turn in, but I go also on the brake, because I'm scared of hitting the wall. It's the only thing I do. Yeah, he didn't really release the brakes, like the front was locked. Maybe he wasn't full on the brakes. Here it was a bit on the brakes, then neutral. Yeah, I wouldn't blame him. I mean, yes, I can blame him, but it's so unlucky. I mean, he goes quite strong into the rear end of that Toyota. But boy, oh boy, have I been lucky there. Not gonna lie. We look from the TV camera. I'm really lucky that I haven't had more damage. However, I lost a couple of more positions. And then I boxed in the caddy to keep that position at least. So you may have seen here. Oh, the car was significantly damaged though, looking at this. Lap 7, turn 1 from you. Oh. You would, damn it. Okay, I just saw it, but man, you would have needed new pants. Holy moly. Yeah, but like, my steering was bent to the left, and I think I was lacking a kph or two on the speed. What I'm happy about though is this. And remember, I consider this completely irrelevant, but finally, with being asked to be second, I got pole, I won the race, I got half of the rating back, 17.7%. When I say I got half of the rating back, you guys may have been here on Friday. To say with one of my favorite comedian words, there better be a fucking crash involved. We finished 10th. So we had to get redemption for 34.4%, and we got exactly 50% back. Jesper would be mourning right now because in iRacing this is not possible yet. Kama, happy to finish 7th. Did you run this hypercar race? Are you Guillaume? That is a DNF. That's not a finish, is it? Oh, wait, sorry. That is the race from Friday. Yes, Yanni, minus 34.4 for P10. Absolutely that. I was very, very happy on Friday. Very happy. Stavros, is that you? Good job, boy. Good job. But how are you losing rating when being silver S2? Ah, you've finished in the bottom half of the split, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you finished in the bottom half. And then Jerome got lucky with being in split 2. Dieter Maya, yeah, we're looking forward. Anyway, guys, we're going to take this to an end. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have enjoyed this. Again, no, I've done such a nice transmission of things, but I fucked it up. Stupid brain muscle memory, just clicking the buttons. Okay, I go over it again. Tomorrow, and all you need to do is stay on the stream. Tomorrow, it will automatically forward you Mercedes AMG Virtual Championship practice at Spa. We're going to run open lobbies on Assetto Corsa Competizione. That's going to be madness. That's going to be huge fun. Tuesday, you receive the new video to live clip reactions from us at 8 p.m. On Wednesday, then we have obviously the finale of the Assetto Corsa Mercedes AMG Virtual Championship at Spa. That is hopefully going to be sufficient to finish in the top 10 overall. And then we are going to be on iRacing on Thursday. That is a promise or a threat. Consider it what you want it for yourself. Going to be on iRacing on Thursday. We are off on Friday. That is when the fuel saving tutorial is coming. We have a video ready for Saturday, and on Sunday we will be back on Le Mans Ultimate. That is the plan for the week, guys. You should try Race Room while it is free to December 6th. Pete Simracer, hit me up on Discord again, please, to coordinate that a little bit better with me, like to help me out there. What I'm essentially trying to say. All right, guys, thank you for a massive night. Really appreciate your support, your tuning in, and you're running with us. We're gonna enjoy a raid all together. We are going to raid. Whom are we going to raid? We're going to raid on Pablo. Pablo is live on iRacing. You're gonna enjoy that, of course, as usual. And then, guys, have a good start to the week. See you tomorrow and the Assetto Corsa Mercedes virtual championship practice at Spa. Bye bye.